So Mercy, over to you. How was your visa experience? Like, just share, encourage someone there preparing for his or her visa interview.
Right.
Please just share your thoughts, share your own experiences. What are those tips that you can give someone who is preparing for visa interview at this time? How to get that visa approved, just like we did. So over to you.
Thank you, viewers, for having me. First things first, you have to start your applications early because most visa consulates are busy. They attract large numbers of people, very different visa categories, students, people who are interested to come to the US as visitors, people who are on immigrant visas as well. Like it is busy and it's a lot of people. So as a student who is aspiring to come to the US and you're coming from countries in Africa, you have to start your preparations early. Okay. So what preparations, how does it look like? You have to have mastery over your DS-160 application. Okay. So your DS-160 application has to reflect your greatest strengths. Your documentation of the DS-160 is the first point of interaction that the visa officer will have with you. So it is a documentation of who you are as a person, what you have done in terms of your profession, your experiences, your interests, your aspirations, and why you specifically want to come to the US. And I will stress the importance of giving the best description of yourself on your DS-160.
If you haven't watched my video on how to fill out the DS-160,
yes,
please check it out.
Right.
Yeah, because it's really important.
It is of utmost importance to have that DS-160 filled in a way that reflects you in a very positive light, because you have to understand that this is a person who has never met you before. This will be the first interaction that they will have with you. So they need to have a very positive picture of you, of who you are as a person. You say your intention is go to the US to pursue high education. Your DS-160 should be able to reflect that you are a person who has discipline. You are a person who has managed to achieve, what I would consider markers of life, academically, professionally. If you're lucky enough or you're privileged enough, you've had the opportunity to travel a little bit, that should be reflected in your DS-160.
Very, very important.
So once you have a winning DS-160, you need to now move to the next stage, which is preparing yourself for the face-to-face interaction with the visa offices. We all know that all US embassies require that one-on-one interaction. And, for all of us who have gone through the embassy, we know that it doesn't take a lot of time.
Sure.
At most, it will take you is 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes to prove to the visa officers that you are an outstanding student and you have met the criteria to come to the US.
True.
And you also have to factor in that you have to give them the human experience, because they're also human beings.
True.
They have to see and feel that indeed the decision to give you the visa is the right decision.
Very, very true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does preparing for a face-to-face, one-on-one interaction interview with a visa officer looks like? First, it starts with you understanding the contents of your DS-160. We have had many instances where people will not really take into account what they had documented in their DS-160. And when they get to the visa interview, they cannot either remember what they wrote down or the information that they're giving out in the oral interview is different from what was documented in the DS-160. So immediately that brings in an element of inconsistency. And one thing that Americans hate is inconsistency.
Oh, yeah.
Because inconsistency equates to lying.
True.
They equate it to lying, you're not being truthful. So
true.
having a clear understanding of what you documented in your DS-160 and be able to translate it into a word face-to-face conversation is one of the key areas that you need to internalize.
Yeah, that's true.
Internalize the information you documented in your DS-160. Secondly, ability to express yourself. We cannot, I think this is a conversation we keep having in this channel, the ability to communicate effectively. And because you are having an opportunity to have a face-to-face interaction with a visa officer, they will be looking at all aspects of communication. They will be looking at your expression of words. They'll be looking at your body language. They'll be looking at your eye contact. They'll be looking at your ability to express yourself. So
that confidence.
And that confidence. Of course, confidence is everything. Yes, you have to give everything that you got with confidence. So your ability to express yourself and communicate effectively cannot be understated. That is the winning formula to this. Thirdly, you need to be able to articulate yourself under pressure.
Right.
Because remember, you only have a maximum of 3 minutes to kind of express your life experiences, all your life experiences in 3 minutes, and convince this person that what you're saying is the truth, what you're saying is substantial, and what you're saying should meet the criteria for them to give you the visa. Okay, so your ability to communicate under pressure, your ability to pivot when they ask you questions that probably you were not prepared for, your ability to think on your feet, your ability to engage in conversation, because remember, you're conversating with somebody, so you should be able to know the skill of having small talk. Yeah. You will not appear on the visa window and be in sort of like a robotic trance. Like, how are you? Fine. Why do you want to go to the US? No. You need to treat the interview the way you would treat a conversation with a dear friend. Because when you're having conversations with a dear friend, it is not a monologue, where you're giving one word and receiving one word. It's a dialogue between two people. Picture it as a dialogue between two friends who have not seen each other for a long time. And so you meet and you have all these stories that you want to share, and you're very enthusiastic, you're very excited, and you're offering as much information while at the same time answering the questions as they're being asked. So the ability to have dialogue, answer questions, fill awkward silence with substantiated material, because there's a difference between having silence and giving substantiated material and just rambling about stuff. Because sometimes when you ramble about stuff, they kind of use the same material and it might get you in trouble.
True.
And that's where the inconsistency sort of comes in, and they equate it to you lying and not being truthful.
True.
Okay.
Concur.
Yeah. And part of your body language should be your ability to smile. Americans are big on smiling. Facial expressions.
Very important.
Very important, because as we say, again, if you're having a conversation with a dear friend, are you gloomy when you're talking to a dear friend?
Nah.
No. You're very expressive. You're very, smiles on your face. Your eyes are communicating. Your mouth is communicating. Your face is communicating, right? So your ability to smile and give information when asked, and you answer the information consistently, is very important.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
Mercy have mentioned a lot of things, especially the DS-160. You have to
Mhm.
take it really seriously. That's
Mhm.
your life.
Mhm.
So if you haven't watched my video on how to fill out the DS-160, please check it out.
Mhm.